God says, I am screaming, a tragedy is coming soon. It's very urgent. Listen to God now before it's too late. Don't scroll past. Stop what you're doing and listen with your spirit. This is not a quiet whisper. This is a cry from heaven. A tragedy is coming. The world is walking into fire with blindfolds on, and I, the Lord your God, am screaming not in anger but in agony. My voice is loud, my arms are open, and my warning is clear. If you scroll past this, you will miss more than just a message. You could miss your miracle, your protection, your breakthrough. You could miss the lifeline that your soul has been searching for. Do not harden your heart. I have come for you right now, in this very moment. Comment Amen if your heart is still open to hear my voice. This is not a time to delay. I am not speaking of something far away. I'm speaking of what is already at your doorstep. The world you live in is crumbling under the weight of pride, greed, and rebellion. You see the signs, you feel the shaking. The news reports chaos, but what they won't tell you is that spiritual disaster is unfolding in the unseen. The enemy is laughing because he thinks no one is listening anymore. But I, the Lord, will not stay silent. I love you too much to let you fall without warning. I am shouting because the time is short and the danger is real. You who are weary, distracted, busy, wake up. I am not a myth. I am not distant. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I see what you don't see. I hear what's being plotted in darkness. I know what tomorrow holds, and I'm trying to prepare you today. Your spirit is thirsty for truth, and I am the living water. If you drink from me, you will live and not die. But if you ignore my voice, you will stumble in the dark with no light to guide you. Listen now before the silence comes. For the door is still open, but it will not stay open forever. If your heart believes even a little, comment 1111 now. You are not here by accident. I brought you to these words on purpose. There is something I want to protect you from. There is something I want to give you. My protection is not random. It is reserved for the ones who answer when I call. I see your tears. I see the hidden pain you don't tell anyone about. I see how hard you try to be strong when everything inside you is falling apart. That's why I'm screaming. That's why I'm reaching. Because you are worth saving. You are not just a face in the crowd to me. You are my child. If these words reach you, it means I've marked you for something greater. But greater doesn't come without pressure. Miracles don't come without surrender. And safety doesn't come without obedience. You want me to bless you, to heal you, to restore what's been taken from you. But how can I protect someone who keeps running into the fire I warned them about? Come back to me. This world is louder than ever, but my voice is still stronger. If only you'd listen. You don't have to live in fear. You don't have to figure it out alone. I am still here, but I am calling urgently because the storm is near. I will never abandon the ones who trust in me. But I cannot force you to stay. I gave you free will, and I will honor it, even if it breaks my heart. But know this, those who take shelter under my wings will not be touched by the arrows of the enemy. Even when war rises around them, I will give them peace. Even when the ground shakes, I will hold them steady. I'm not saying trouble won't come, I'm saying it won't destroy you if you walk with me. The ones who walk without me will face the winds with no anchor, the fire with no shield, the night with no lamp. Let this be your sign. That thing you prayed for, it's not too late. That door you think is closed, I can open it. That pain you think you'll never heal from, I can redeem it. But you must give me your full heart, not just on Sundays, not just in emergencies, every day, every moment. You must turn down the noise of this world to hear my whisper. You must shut the door to sin to walk in blessing. This isn't about punishment, it's about protection. I'm not trying to take anything from you. I'm trying to give you life, real life, eternal life. I am screaming because I see what you don't. There are traps set ahead. There are choices you're making that look good now, but will break you later. There are people around you sent not by me, but by the one who hates you. You keep asking me why it feels heavy, why you feel anxious, why you can't find peace. It's because you're walking too close to danger, and instead of running to me, you've been trying to fix it alone. But you can't. You were never meant to carry this weight by yourself. I am here. My arms are open. But I can't heal what you hide. Bring it to me. You've been chasing things that don't satisfy. You've been looking for love in broken places. You've been giving your soul to people and habits that can't hold it. And now you're tired. You're confused. You're drained. That's why I'm calling so loud. Because I want you to be free. I want to break the chains you've carried for years. I want to give you peace that makes no sense to the world. I want to fill your life with purpose so deep it shakes the darkness around you. But first, you have to listen. You have to come. Please like this video if you feel even a whisper of my voice pulling on your heart. Let this be your yes. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is still time, but it's short. I've sent warnings through prophets, dreams, visions, and now through this very moment. Don't say you didn't know. Don't say no one told you. I am telling you now. You will see things in the world that will shake even the strongest. Nations will rise in conflict. Families will be divided. Truth will be mocked. Good will be called evil. But I will protect my own. I will lead them like a shepherd through the valley of the shadow of death. They will fear no evil, for I am with them. My rod and staff will comfort them. You may not feel strong enough, but I don't need your strength. I need your yes. I don't need your perfection. I need your surrender. I can work with weakness if you give me your heart. I can heal your mind, your past, your family, your future. Nothing is too lost for me. No wound is too deep. No shame is too heavy. I have forgiven worse. I have restored worse. I have lifted those who were buried in darkness and given them new names, new clothes, new purpose. I can do the same for you. But you must not ignore my voice. You may not understand the urgency, but I do. You may not see what's coming, but I see it clearly. That is why I'm not whispering. I'm shouting to your soul, come back, come closer. Stay near to me. You think you have time. You don't. You've been feeling the tension in your life. That's not random. That's me, stirring your spirit. That unrest inside you is not just anxiety or stress. It is the Spirit of God trying to wake you up before destruction sweeps in. I've allowed that discomfort to shake you loose from distractions that were killing you slowly. I've allowed doors to close that you begged me to open because I could see what was behind them. You may have felt abandoned, but I never left. I've been guarding you from what you didn't even know was there. And still I'm crying out, don't drift away. Comment 222 if you trust my timing. This is not about religion. This is about relationship. I'm not after your routines or your words. I'm after your heart. I want your full attention. The world is too loud, and your soul is starving for stillness. You've been pouring yourself into everything but me, and now you wonder why you feel empty. I am the bread of life. You can fill your schedule, your account, your body. But if your spirit is dry, nothing will last. I am offering you something real, something unshakable. I'm not just promising peace. I am peace. I am the calm in your storm. Listen to me. The tragedy is not just global, it's personal. There are spiritual attacks forming against your family, your mind, your calling. The enemy wants to silence your voice. He wants to steal your joy, your clarity, your destiny. And many are letting him win, not because they are evil, but because they are distracted. That's why I am speaking louder now than ever. If you don't return to me, you will fight battles you were never meant to face alone. But if you come under my covering, I will surround you with strength from heaven itself. You feel broken, I know, but I never asked you to be perfect. I asked you to be present. Stay close to me. Talk to me. Walk with me. Let me teach you how to live again. Let me reset your thinking, renew your heart, and restore your purpose. The pain you feel isn't just from your past. It's from trying to walk through this life without my help. Let me help you. You don't need to figure it all out. You just need to follow me. Every step, every breath, I will guide you. Even when you don't understand, I will lead you right. There are people right now making decisions that will destroy their future because they've silenced my voice. Don't be one of them. Don't ignore this warning. I'm giving you a way out, a way through. I am your way. You've tried other paths, you've trusted other voices, and all they did was lead you to emptiness. But I, the Lord your God, am not like them. I am not confused. I do not change. What I speak, I fulfill. What I promise, I deliver. My words will never fail you. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. This urgency isn't to scare you, it's to wake you. You were created for more than surviving. You were made for holiness, for authority, for joy, for freedom. But you can't get there by walking with the world. You have to separate yourself. You have to choose me over comfort, over popularity, over compromise. Yes, it's hard, but I will strengthen you. I will hold your hand. I will send angels to walk with you. You will not be alone. And when the world falls apart, you will still be standing because you chose to stand on my word. I know what you've lost. I know what you've suffered. I know what they said. I know what they did. And I know how tired you are. But I am still God. I am still the healer. I am still the restorer. And I still have a plan for you that is not finished. You don't have to fake being okay. Just bring me your broken. I can use it. I can turn ashes into beauty, mourning into dancing. But you have to trust me. You have to give me what you've been hiding. You can't be free if you're still pretending. You think you've messed up too much. You haven't. I've seen darker. I've redeemed worse. I've lifted people from pits so deep they thought death was the only option. But I stepped in. I breathed life. And I made them whole. I want to do the same for you. But you have to stop running. Stop numbing. Stop pretending you don't need me. You do. And I'm not ashamed of you. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm reaching for you. Even now, I want to rewrite your story with grace. Comment 333 if you believe I still have a purpose for you. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is still time, but not much. This shaking will not stop. The world will tremble, but my people will shine. The ones who stay close to me will rise like eagles while others fall in fear. I'm calling you higher. I'm asking you to let go of what's been holding you back. That relationship, that secret sin, that old bitterness, that pride, it's time to lay it down. It's time to grow, to surrender, to become who I made you to be. You can't do that carrying dead weight. Let me help you release it. The hour is urgent, the cry is holy. I'm calling you out of darkness and into my light. This world is lying to you. It will promise pleasure and deliver poison, but my truth will always protect you. Even when it cuts, it heals. Even when it convicts, it saves. I discipline those I love, not to shame them, but to restore them. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are not too far. Come back to me, not tomorrow, now. I have more for you than pain, more than survival, more than cycles of fear and defeat. I have rest for your soul. I have joy that the world can't give and peace that storms can't shake. But it starts with surrender. You can't follow me halfway. You can't walk in two directions. Choose today who you will serve. If you choose me, I will fight for you. I will surround you. I will walk with you through fire and not let you be burned. But you must choose. You don't have to be strong. You just have to be willing. I will fill you with strength. I will clothe you in righteousness. I will cover you with my hand. But you must let go of your pride, your fear, your control. You've been carrying too much. Let me carry you now. I am not angry with you. I'm desperate for you. This is not the voice of judgment, it's the voice of love, crying out before it's too late. Will you answer? I don't give up on the ones I love, and I love you. Not because you're perfect, not because you earned it, but because I am your Father, and my love does not change, even when yours wavers, even when your faith gets tired. I remain faithful. You're walking through things that you don't talk about. You've cried in silence. You've smiled while you were breaking, and I've seen every single moment of it. I've counted every tear. I've heard every silent prayer. I know what it's like to feel forgotten. I know what it's like to feel unseen. But I want you to know nothing about you escapes my sight. I'm not just watching you. I'm walking with you. Every day you feel like giving up. I've been holding you together even when you didn't realize it. Every time you thought you'd fall, I sensed strength you couldn't explain. This is why I'm still screaming. Because you've been under attack and you didn't even know it. The enemy hasn't just been trying to frustrate you. He's been trying to stop your purpose. He knows that if you ever truly believe what I've placed in you, he won't be able to contain the fire that will burn through your life. So he's been lying, whispering doubts, distracting you, making you feel unworthy. But he's afraid, because he sees me in you. And once you rise, once you surrender fully, you will shake the very ground he's tried to rule over. Comment 555 if you know the enemy can't stop what I've started in you. This fight you're in, it's not just physical, it's spiritual. And you've been trying to fight spiritual battles with emotional weapons. That's why it hasn't worked. But I'm here now to teach your hands to war, to clothe you in armor that cannot be broken, to give you authority that doesn't come from your name, but from mine. I am your defender. I am your shield, and I will not let you fall if you trust me. The darkness may press in, but it will not consume you. Not when you are walking in the light of my truth. You've been asking me, why now? And I answer you with this, because it's time. It's time for your spirit to awaken. It's time to leave behind shallow faith. It's time to grow deeper. You were not created to live a quiet, small, defeated life. You were made in my image. I breathed my spirit into you. That means you carry heaven's strength inside of you. But you've forgotten. You've settled. You've let the world tell you who you are. And I'm here to remind you, you are chosen. You are royal. You are holy. You are mine. The shaking in the world is only going to grow, but so will my glory in those who stay close to me. You are not called to fear what's coming. You are called to stand. And when you stand, I will cover you. I will pour out peace on your house. I will bring order where there's been chaos. I will restore what was stolen. But you must not let the voices of this world drown out mine. My sheep know my voice. Are you listening? I don't want you to be afraid, but I do want you to be ready. Because things are shifting. There are changes coming that will separate those who follow me from those who only speak of me. You must decide now who you really serve. When the fire comes, it will test everything. But if you're built on my word, you will not burn. You will rise. The ones who stay in me will shine brighter as the days grow darker. That is not a wish. That is a promise. You've been praying for change. But change does not come without movement. I've opened doors, but you have to walk through them. I've sent confirmation, but you have to obey. I won't force you to grow. I won't drag you into purpose. But I will call you again and again, and I will never stop loving you, no matter how many times you stumble. But the time for delay is over. The time to choose is now. Comment 1212 if you're choosing to walk with me, no matter what it costs. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. There is power in your yes. The moment you truly surrender, heaven responds. I don't need fancy words. I need a willing heart. I can take your mess and turn it into a message of redemption. I can take your weakness and turn it into a testimony of strength. But I need all of you. Not the version you show the world, the real you, the hurting you, the scared you, the one who doesn't have it all figured out. That's the one I came for. That's the one I died for. That's the one I love. And yes, I said died, because I already paid the price. I gave my son so you could be free, so you could be whole, so you could stand in righteousness, not because of your goodness, but because of his. The cross was not just a symbol, it was your rescue plan, your eternal safety. And even now, that same blood speaks for you. Even now, that same grace covers you. Even now, you are not too far. You are still redeemable. You are still my child. You've been hearing the warnings. You've seen the world grow colder. You've watched people fall away from truth. But do not follow them. I called you to be set apart, to be light in darkness, to be bold in love and firm in faith. That will not make you popular. That will not make life easier, but it will make you unshakable, because I will go with you. I will go before you. I will walk beside you, and I will carry you when you are too weak to move. This is not just about you. There are people connected to your obedience. Your surrender is the beginning of someone else's miracle. Your healing will unlock hope for someone else. That's why the enemy is fighting you so hard. He knows what's tied to your breakthrough. He knows the generational chains that will break when you rise. That's why you can't give up. That's why you can't delay. You may be the first in your family to walk in truth, but you will not be the last. You're not crazy for feeling the urgency. That's me. That's my spirit stirring your heart. You were made for this moment. You were born for this time. You are not late. You are right on time for what I've prepared. But you must say yes. You must lay down your fear, your comfort, your excuses. I will meet you in your surrender. I will show you who you really are in me, and you will never be the same again. You're not alone in this. I have many who are hearing my voice. You are part of a remnant that still believes, that still prays, that still seeks me above all else. And I will use this remnant to shake nations, to bring healing, to speak truth when lies are loud. You are not insignificant, you are not forgotten, you are chosen, you are ready, and I am with you. I see the walls you've built. I know the reasons you've stopped trusting, stopped praying, stopped expecting. But I didn't come to condemn you. I came to call you back, not to where you were, but to where you were always meant to be. I am screaming now, louder than ever, because you are closer than you realize to a turning point. You've carried shame too long. You've worn guilt like a second skin. But I'm telling you, it's time to take it off. That's not who you are. That's who the enemy convinced you to become. But I call you by a different name: redeemed, forgiven, beloved. Your identity is not tied to what they did to you or what you did in your past. Your identity is in me. I gave you value before you were ever wounded. I called you worthy before anyone had a chance to break you. You don't have to earn my love. You just have to receive it. Comment 777 if you believe your identity is found in me alone. The enemy doesn't mind you believing in God. What he fears is you believing God. There's a difference. Many know my name, but few trust my words. Many say they believe, but when the storm hits, their faith falls. But you, if you will hold on, if you will believe even when it hurts, I will reward your faith. Not just with things, but with peace, with strength, with clarity, with boldness. This world doesn't need more noise. It needs people who walk in the authority of heaven, who live like I'm real because I am. I'm not calling you to perfection. I'm calling you to presence. I want you near. I want your time, your attention, your voice in the quiet hours. You give your energy to so many things that leave you empty, but I never drain you. I fill you. Come to me, not just when you need something, but because you love me. Come to me because I'm the only one who understands what's in your heart, even when you can't explain it. I am the God who sees, and I'm here, waiting, always near, always listening. There is still danger ahead. There are still things coming that will shake this earth. But, my children, the ones who walk with me will not be overtaken. I've said this before and I say it again now: build your house on the rock. Not on culture, not on people, not on opinions or emotions. Build it on my word, because when the winds blow, and they will, the only thing that will stand is what's rooted in me. I am your foundation. And if you are planted in me, no storm can destroy what I've established. You've been trying to fix your life with temporary patches, but I don't patch, I rebuild. I don't want to just help you survive. I want to make you whole. But wholeness costs something. It costs pride, it costs comfort, it costs control. You can't hold on to old habits and expect a new life. You can't stay in the same mindset and expect transformation. I'm not being harsh. I'm being honest. I love you too much to lie to you. If you truly want to be free, you must let me do the work fully, not halfway. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You are stronger than you feel because I live in you. That weakness you keep focusing on is the very place I want to show my power. Stop hiding it. Stop apologizing for being human. I made you, I know you, and I chose you anyway. I didn't make a mistake. The calling on your life is not a coincidence. The gifts inside you are not accidental. I placed them there, and I will complete what I started in you. But you must stay in me. You must stay rooted. The soil of my presence is where you grow. Comment 999 if you are rooted in my presence and not this world. I've been whispering warnings while the world gets louder, but now I'm raising my voice because too many have tuned me out. You can't afford to tune me out any longer. What's coming will not wait. What's coming will not ask if you're ready. That's why I'm warning you now. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to prepare you. There is safety in me. There is covering in my name. But it is only for those who take refuge in me. This is the time to come under my shadow, where no weapon formed against you will prosper. You think I've been silent, but I've been speaking. You think I've been distant, but I've been closer than ever. The problem is not my voice, it's the volume of your distractions. You've made room for everything but me. But I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to invite you again. Turn down the noise. Come back to the secret place. You used to pray like you believed I was listening. You used to read my word like it held your next breath. Go back. Not to religion, but to relationship. To me. You've been in a battle, and I know it's been long. I know it's worn you down. But you haven't been losing. You've been learning. You haven't been abandoned. You've been protected. There were moments the enemy thought he had you, but I stepped in. There were nights you didn't know how you'd make it to the morning, but I carried you. And now, here you are, still standing. Still breathing. Still mine. That is not weakness. That is victory. So don't let your past disqualify you. Don't let fear silence your obedience. I'm calling you now to rise, to speak, to move in faith. I will give you the words. I will open the doors. I will make the path clear. But you must walk. You must go where I send you, even if it's uncomfortable. You must trust me more than your feelings, more than your friends, more than what makes sense. Faith doesn't always make sense, but it always pleases me. You've asked me to bless you, but now I ask, can I trust you? Can I trust you to follow even when the way isn't easy? Can I trust you to stand for truth even when others fall away? Can I trust you to carry what I've placed inside you with purity and courage? I don't ask these things because I doubt you. I ask because I want to walk with you deeper. And deeper means higher cost, but greater reward. So here I am again, calling. Not with gentle whispers this time, but with urgency. There is a weight to this moment. Heaven is watching. Angels are standing ready. What will you do with this word? Will you let it pass? Or will you respond? Will you scroll past? Or will you surrender? That's why I'm still screaming. That's why I'm still reaching. Because this moment still holds the power to change your life. There's still a path forward, still a door open, still a chance to walk in everything I created you for. But you must stop running. You must stop doubting. You must stop delaying. The hour is late. This is not the time for half-hearted belief. This is not the time for lukewarm faith. The line between light and darkness is becoming clearer every day. You will not be able to sit on the fence much longer. The world is already shifting. What you used to tolerate will soon try to take control. That's why I'm calling you to stand. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to say yes. You just need to choose me above everything else. If you do, I will protect you. I will guide you. I will lift you up when the world falls down. Comment 1010 if you are choosing God over everything. I see the battle for your attention. Every day something is trying to pull you away from me. Screens, voices, pressure, fear. But none of those things love you like I do. None of them see the real you. They don't see your tears at night. They don't know the burden you carry in silence. But I do. And I want to be your resting place. I want to be your safe haven. You've been leaning on things that keep breaking under the weight of your soul. Let me carry you. Let me be the place where you don't have to pretend. I know you're tired. I know some days it feels like you're barely holding on. But I've been holding you even when you couldn't hold yourself. You think you're weak because you cry. But even your tears are precious to me. They are not signs of failure. They are signs that your heart is still alive, that your spirit still longs for something more. And I am the more you're looking for. I'm not just the God of mountaintops. I'm the God of the valley too. I'm with you in the silence, in the pain, in the questions. You are not alone. You've been asking me, why does it feel so heavy? And I say to you now, because you've been trying to carry what I never asked you to. You've been holding on to fear, guilt, regret, and expectations that were never yours to bear. I am your burden bearer. I am the lifter of your head. I did not call you to walk through fire alone. I walk in the flames with you. I go before you in the storm. I send angels to guard your steps. But you must let go. You must release what is not from me. Freedom only comes when you surrender. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've let the voice of fear shape your decisions. You've let insecurity silence your calling. But I am louder, I am stronger, and I will not let fear have the final say over your life. You were not created to live beneath your purpose. You were made to rise. I placed greatness in you. And even if the world never sees it, I see it. I water the seed in secret until it grows strong enough to break through. That is what I've been doing in you. The breaking you felt wasn't your end, it was the beginning of your breakthrough. Comment 1515 if you believe your breakthrough is coming. This world is getting darker, the enemy is getting bolder, but I am still God. I am still the light that darkness cannot overcome. And I am placing my light inside you. You are not called to blend in, you are called to shine. That will not always be easy. People will not always understand you. They may mock your faith, reject your truth, or walk away from your convictions. But don't let that stop you. Your obedience is not for applause, it's for me. And I will reward every act of faith, even the ones no one sees. There are promises I've spoken over your life that have not yet come to pass, but that does not mean I've forgotten. I am not like man. I do not lie, and I do not change my mind. What I say I fulfill. What I begin, I complete. You may not understand my timing, but trust that it is perfect. I am aligning things behind the scenes. I am preparing what you're not ready to carry yet, but you will be. Stay faithful, stay close, stay willing. When the time is right, nothing will stop what I've prepared for you. You've been measuring yourself by your failures, but I measure you by your surrender. You look at the mess and wonder how I could use it. But I've always used broken things. I used a shepherd to lead a nation. I used a barren woman to birth a prophet. I used a fisherman to build my church, and I can use you too. Stop waiting to be perfect. Start giving me what you have. Your small faith, your tired prayers, your honest tears. I will take it all, and I will turn it into something beautiful. There is still a tragedy coming, but those who are mine will not be shaken. They may bend, but they will not break. They may cry, but they will not be crushed, because I will uphold them with my right hand. I will hide them in the shadow of my wings. I will whisper to them in the chaos and give them peace the world cannot explain. If you want that covering, it starts with surrender, with repentance, with turning back to me completely. Do not be like those who heard the warnings and shrugged them off. Do not harden your heart. My spirit will not always strive with man. There is a time to receive, and that time is now. Today is the day of salvation. Today is the day to come home. The door is still open, but it will not stay open forever. I love you too much to stay silent. That's why I am screaming. That's why I will not stop calling your name. You are not beyond reach. You are not beyond hope. You are not too far gone. I don't care what the enemy says. I don't care what your past says. I don't care what anyone else has said. You are mine. You were bought with a price. You were rescued for a reason, and your life is not over. It's just beginning. But you must decide. Will you keep walking your own path, or will you trust me to lead you? A serious, holy call from heaven. I am screaming because what's ahead demands your full attention. I'm not speaking in parables. I'm speaking in warning. Tragedy is not just approaching, it is already being stirred. And if you do not listen now, it will catch you unprepared. But I don't want that for you. I want you covered, protected, and preserved. You don't need to live in fear, but you do need to walk in awareness. You can't keep pretending this world will fix itself. You can't keep looking for answers in systems built on sand. Everything that is not built on me will crumble. You're watching it already. Governments shaking, families breaking, minds collapsing under pressure. The world is shouting opinions, but no one's seeking my truth. My truth doesn't change with trends. It doesn't bend to feelings. It doesn't bow to culture. It stands forever, and it will still be standing when all else fades. Comment 1717 if you know God's truth never changes. This is why I am calling you to wake up, because you've been lulled to sleep by comfort and routine. Even in your faith, you've grown numb. You pray, but not with power. You read, but not with hunger. You believe, but only until it hurts. But I want to reignite your fire. I want to stir your heart like never before. I want you to know me not just as Savior, but as friend, as shepherd, as king, and yes, as judge. Because I am all of those things, and I am drawing near. You can't afford to play church anymore. You can't afford to walk in lukewarm faith while the enemy walks boldly into your home, your thoughts, your habits. You must rise. You must armor yourself in my word. You must saturate your mind with truth and separate from what pollutes your soul. I know the cost is high, but so is the reward. And nothing you leave behind will ever compare to what I will place in your hands. I will not withhold good things from those who walk uprightly, but I cannot pour into hands that are still clinging to idols. I have so much I want to give you: peace, wisdom, direction, favor. But you must make room. You must empty the things that have filled your heart but left you dry. I cannot dwell in what's still shared with darkness. Light and dark cannot stay in the same space. Choose light. Choose life. Choose me. I will not force you, but I will keep warning. I will keep pleading. I will keep sending these words until you hear them not just with your ears, but with your spirit. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The shaking you feel in your life is not a punishment, it's a preparation. I am allowing what can be shaken to fall, so that what is eternal will remain. That includes relationships, jobs, plans, dreams, even beliefs that are not rooted in my truth. Don't mourn what I remove. Trust me to replace it with better. I don't take things away to leave you empty. I take things away to fill you with what's holy, what's lasting, what's good. If I've closed a door, it's because I saw what was on the other side. You didn't lose it. I rescued you. Comment Amen if you receive this protection from your Father. I know there are people around you who don't understand this hunger you have. They think you're being too serious, too spiritual, but they don't know what I've placed inside you. They don't know the calling on your life. They don't know the weight I've trusted you to carry. And that's okay. You weren't called to blend in. You were called to be set apart, anointed, consecrated, prepared. I'm building something eternal in you, and not everyone will be able to walk with you through it. Let them go if you must. I will send those who are meant to stand beside you. You are not alone in this. There are others. I'm waking up right now. Across nations, across cultures, I'm speaking to hearts that are tired of empty promises. People who want real change, deep truth, solid peace. You are part of a remnant that is rising. And though the road is narrow, I will walk with you every step. I will give you strength when yours runs out. I will remind you who you are when the world tries to tell you otherwise. And I will surround you with my angels when the battle gets too hard. There are miracles waiting on the other side of your obedience. Breakthroughs that will only come when you stop hesitating and start believing again. You've asked me to open doors. I'm asking you to take the step. Faith without action is dead. But even the smallest act of faith can move mountains. I've parted seas. I've shut the mouths of lions. I've raised the dead. Do you think your situation is too much for me? It's not. I specialize in the impossible. I delight in showing up when no one else can. But I don't want you to follow me just for blessings. I want your heart. I want your love. I want your trust. When the blessings fade and the battles come, will you still praise me? Will you still believe I'm good? Because I am. Even when it hurts. Even when it's quiet. Even when everything says I'm not there, I am. I've never left. I've never stopped watching. Never stopped covering you. You didn't get this far by accident. My hand has carried you. You've made it through things that should have destroyed you. You've survived storms that others didn't. That's not luck. That's grace. That's my mercy surrounding you, even when you didn't see it. And now I'm calling you higher. To live not just as a survivor, but as a warrior, as a son, as a daughter, as one who knows their Father is the King of Kings. The earth is mine. The heavens are mine. And so are you. And if you are mine, then no weapon formed against you will succeed. So rise, Wipe your tears, stand firm, you've mourned long enough. You've wandered long enough. The time has come to return, to rebuild, to renew your strength. And I will be the one to do it. I will help you forgive. I will help you break the chains. I will help you speak again, dream again, love again. But it starts with trust. It starts with one step in my direction. That's all I need. One step, one yes, one heart fully surrendered. I'm not here to remind you of everything you've done wrong. I'm here to remind you who you are when you are with me. You are not weak. You are not forgotten. You are not defeated. You are mine. And that truth, if you hold on to it, will carry you through whatever comes next. You've been standing in the middle of decisions that feel too heavy. You don't want to make the wrong move. You've tried to hold it all together while carrying the weight of others' expectations, your own shame and your unanswered questions. But I never told you to carry all of that. I said, cast your burdens on me, for I care for you. I never asked you to be strong on your own. I asked you to lean on me. When the road splits, I am the path. When the light fades, I am the lamp. When the world confuses you, I am still the truth. You don't have to pretend with me. You don't have to put on the smile or hide the ache in your chest. I see you when you break in silence. I feel every cry you've swallowed. You don't need to filter your pain. Bring it all. I can handle it. I already know. I know the bitterness you haven't let go of. I know the grief you've buried. I know the secret sin you're too ashamed to speak about. And yet I'm still here. Still loving you. Still longing for you to come home. Nothing you've done has pushed me away. But you must choose to come closer. Comment 333 if you're ready to draw near to me without fear. You've been chasing the approval of people who were never meant to define your worth. You've been begging for love in places that can't hold your heart. And every time it breaks, you wonder if something's wrong with you. But hear me, I never made you to be filled by temporary things. I made you for myself. You are not too much. You are not unlovable. You're just trying to fill an eternal thirst with things that were never meant to satisfy. But I am the living water. Drink from me and never thirst again. This is the hour to stop settling. You weren't created to live in fear, in cycles, in spiritual drought. I didn't raise you to live a small life, a faithless life. You are anointed to speak life into dry places. You are chosen to carry my presence into dark rooms. But first, you must let me restore you. Because wounded vessels can't pour out healing, you need healing too. And I'm not afraid of your wounds. I'm not turned away by your scars. In fact, I call them the places where my glory will shine the brightest. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. There is a reason the enemy has fought you so relentlessly. It's not because you're weak, it's because you're dangerous to his plans. He knows if you ever fully surrender, if you ever walk boldly in the power I've given you, chains will break when you speak, people will be set free when you move, generational curses will shatter when you pray. That's why he's tried to silence you, but I'm lifting your voice again, I'm restoring your roar, I'm lighting a fire in you that the enemy cannot put out. Comment 222 if you believe the enemy's attacks will not win. You've been through storms that could have buried you. You've faced loss and loneliness, rejection and regret. But you're still standing because my hand has never left you. Every time you were at your end, I stepped in. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was working behind the scenes, making a way where there was no way. I have kept you alive for a reason. There's more for you to do, more people who need your voice, more hearts that will be changed through your obedience. You've asked me, why me? And I say, because I saw something in you when no one else did. When the world passed you by, I called your name. When others dismissed your worth, I stamped you with my image. You are not average. You are not just surviving. You are called. And that calling will cost you something, yes, but it will also carry the deepest joy you've ever known. Don't let the fear of the unknown keep you stuck in what is familiar. I will go with you. I will not send you without my presence. It's time to rebuild. The ruins of your past are not the end of your story. They are the ground where I will plant something new, and it will grow. Not because you are strong, but because I am faithful. You may not see the fruit right away, but trust me, the seeds you plant in faith will bloom in due season. Do not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time, you will reap a harvest if you don't give up. Let go of what I never asked you to carry. Release what is no longer your assignment. I've closed some chapters not to hurt you, but to lead you into new ones. What once served you is now holding you back. Let me write the next page. Let me breathe new purpose into your dry bones. I am the resurrection. I bring dead dreams back to life, but only if you give them to me. Will you? There is a purging taking place. I'm removing things from your life that were contaminating your spirit. That may feel painful, but trust me, it's healing. I'm stripping away what looks good but isn't from me. I'm separating you from what seemed right but was leading you wrong. Not because I want you isolated, but because I want you holy, set apart, ready for what I'm about to release over your life. Don't be surprised when I ask you to walk alone for a season. Don't be afraid when the crowd grows quiet. I do my best work in hidden places. I formed the world in the dark. I raised my son in a quiet village. I built leaders in caves and deserts before I brought them to the front. I'm doing the same with you. This process is not punishment, it's preparation. Trust me with it. Trust that I know what I'm doing. You are almost there. The season you're stepping into will require more faith, but it will also carry more favor. You've been tested. You've been refined. Now I am bringing clarity where there was confusion. I am restoring what the locusts have eaten. I am accelerating what the enemy delayed. What took years before will happen quickly when my hand is on it. But you must stay close. You must stay surrendered. You must keep your eyes on me. You have to understand what's at stake. This is not just about feeling good. This is not about another inspirational moment that fades by morning. This is about eternity, about purpose, about choosing life in a world obsessed with death. The enemy isn't just after your peace, he's after your legacy. He's after the generations that will come after you. He wants to poison the soil so nothing good can grow from your life. But I am stepping in. I am cleansing what was corrupted. I am breaking cycles that have ruled your bloodline. You may be the first to believe me like this, but you won't be the last. Comment, Amen, if you're ready to break every cycle with my power. Your surrender is not just for you. Every time you say yes to me, you are building a new foundation for those who will come after you. Every time you let go of fear, anger, addiction, doubt, something in the atmosphere shifts. You're not just breaking your own chains, you're breaking chains that were meant to pass on. That's why the battle has felt so intense. That's why the pressure has felt unbearable. Because hell knew who you were before you did, but now you know too. And that changes everything. I have not forgotten the things you've done in secret, the prayers you prayed when no one saw, the sacrifices you made without recognition. I saw it all. Every unseen seed, every quiet act of obedience, and I will reward it. Not always in the ways you expect, but always in the ways you need. I am not unjust. I do not overlook the faithful. I will honor what you've carried with humility, and I will lift you in due time, not for your glory, but for mine. Some of you are standing in front of promises I spoke years ago, but you feel weary because they haven't come to pass. You've questioned if I changed my mind. I haven't. Delay does not mean denial. I have been preparing the promise just as much as I have been preparing you. A promise delivered too early can become a burden, but a promise delivered on time becomes a blessing. And when I bless, I add no sorrow to it. Wait on me. I will not fail you. Comment 1111 if you trust my timing, even when it feels late. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You have been walking through what felt like wilderness, but I've been watering your roots. Others didn't see your growth because it was underground, but roots matter more than branches. I've been building your strength in secret so that when I reveal you, you will not fall. This unveiling will not be about performance. It will be about purpose. You won't have to pretend. You won't have to fight for validation. My glory on your life will speak for itself. But do not seek the stage, seek me. Do not chase a platform, chase my presence. I exalt those who humble themselves, and I draw near to those who draw near to me. You don't need the world to approve you. You need my voice over your life. My voice opens doors no man can shut. My voice calls dead things to life. My voice silences fear and awakens faith. My voice is enough. There are people connected to your obedience, people you haven't even met yet. Their healing, their freedom, their salvation, it's tied to your yes. That's how much you matter. That's how much weight your life carries. That's why I'm screaming, because the enemy wants to bury your voice before it ever rises. He wants to keep you too distracted, too busy, too broken to realize who you are. But not anymore. I'm breaking the distractions. I'm healing the wounds. I'm calling you up. This is your awakening. You don't have to wait for another sign. You don't need anyone else to confirm what I've already spoken. You know it's me. You feel it deep in your spirit. It burns in your chest, even if your mind tries to argue. That's how you know it's real. My sheep know my voice. You don't need to explain it to everyone. Just obey. Just go. Just trust me.